Hey everybody, it's JT. Gonna talk about a rebuildable dripping atomizer here. And I was pretty excited for this. Went out, paid for it out of pocket. So we're gonna talk about the Kennedy, I call it V2. I believe it's called the Kennedy competition version, comp version. It's got some different stuff going on. So I was excited to talk about it and even more excited to build on it and vape on it. Okay, hereafter I will be calling it the V2 because that's what I'm used to calling it. You've got the Kennedy V2. Wide bore right off the bat. You can see that is becoming fairly popular. You're seeing a lot more atomizers without the standard drip tip, shooting for the wide bore stuff. So you got that covered. Logo, pretty nice. I'll do it up close, but Kennedy down the side. You've got these slots there. You see those two? Well, there's two more on the other side. I'm going to explain it, and of course, I'll show you a picture. But basically, just at a quick look, you've got a 3-post atomizer, right? Not quite. You definitely have the 3-post, but on the sides where you're used to seeing empty deck, you know, you're used to seeing just an empty juice well there, you have got 2 airflow tubes, right? Almost like 2 pipes. So you're playing Mario back in the day and you have those little warp pipes. It's not much like that, but you've got 2 little tubes coming up. They are connected to those slots that you see here on the base coming out the side. But you've got these 2 air tubes, air pipes, right? Airflow channels. And basically, you build your coil suspended over those, right? So as you hit the fire button, your coil vaporizes your juice. The vapor goes up, but it's... So basically, you have these 2 air pipes. You build your coil suspended over it. As it vaporizes and you inhale, air comes in from these side channels through those air pipes, passes by and around your coil and on upward through the drip tip. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool idea. The Kennedy V1 had single air pipes on each side. This one has duals. The first thing most people think when they look at this, hear about it, man, that's gonna leak. It can, but basically the way I have found to best prevent leaking is I really get my dropper or my juice bottle and I kind of run some juice directly onto my cotton and coil, and then I drip a little bit extra. I run it down the center post, right? And the idea there is that it runs down the center post and fills up what potentially could be a very deep juice well, because you can fill it up technically up to the top of those air channel pipes. Okay? That's the idea. That's the way I do it. It is not a dripper that I think you really just want to, you know, just dump a bunch of juice in the top. I think if you get a little sloppy and you're not dripping fairly deliberately, you definitely can get some juice in those air pipes and it's just going to come right out the side. Somebody explained it to me that they get some condensation, you know, that leaks in there. You know, I've been vaping a little while. You see that juice on my top cap here? That's about what happens. About once every couple days, I really over drip and I end up with juice running down my hand. It's not very often. It's definitely avoidable. But, you know, sometimes I kind of forget which addy I'm working with and I just get a little too heavy-handed with the juice. So the idea is genius. I love it. It's a lot like a K-Fun, right? You are building a coil and your airflow is directly underneath it, producing very good flavor, very concentrated flavor. Um, the flavor is good on this atomizer. I'll say that. The airflow is pretty wide open. Lately, I tend to prefer, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. Some of the airiest atomizers on the market these days, I end up closing off the airflow at least halfway. So there's no adjustment on here. You can definitely build a little bit different style to maybe work with some of that, and you could change out the drip tip. I have actually noticed that the Cloud Champ from the Vapors, their newest Cloud Champ comes with metal adapters, because that Addy comes with a wide bore drip tip, but it also comes with an adapter to fit a standard drip tip size there too. My Kennedy V2 can use those. Now it definitely changes the look of the atomizer using that adapter and then putting a smaller tip on there, but it does close off that airflow just a little bit, brings it a little closer to my style. But if this seems like a really awesome idea to you, I think it's worth getting. But if you are one of those vapors that maybe drives at night a lot, is very busy, that likes to just drip and go and not really think about how they're dripping or how much they're dripping, I think this might end up being an aggravation to you. It could get annoying for some people. I'll be honest, at times it's annoying to me that I have to pull the top cap off and really pay attention when I'm doing. Sometimes that gets old to me. So I think the person that's going to buy this, or the person that should, is someone who's really looking for something different, number one. Somebody who is okay paying a little extra attention when they're dripping, right? And also someone who maybe has found that they really like a very open draw, but they want to try to balance some more flavor in there too. I think this is perfect for that type of person. If you're vaping on a lot of atomizers and you're really appreciating an open draw, but you're really missing some of that flavor, the coil placement, the airflow system that the Kennedy V2 has going on might just take care of that issue for you. But who am I? I don't know. I'll be honest, I like it. It looks nice. Not 100% my style, so like I said, I went out and bought this out of pocket. I'll probably sell it or trade it for something new at some point, but that's just me. I think a lot of people will really love this. I think I'm being a little bit too picky, but hey, it is what it is. You know, I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like. So I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy this atomizer, and some of you won't. But hopefully this video helps point out a couple things. And it's about 120 bucks. I've seen them from 120 to 130 retail. If you're not real sure, if you're kind of on the fence, maybe go try to find a Kennedy V1, because it has that single air channel, air tube, air pipe inside of it. So maybe it will give you a good idea of what it is. And if you need more airflow, you can go on to the V2. That's what I got for you, everybody. We'll see y'all next time.